Libra. Hi there, Libra. This is Kim with your messages for your next 3 days. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing good out there wherever you are. It's a beautiful day here. Sun is shining. Birds are chirping. I'm happy. Whoa, Pluto comes out. Pluto? Whoa, where are we at right now? Where are we at? Which graveyard are we at? Pluto. Pluto is the destruction for transformation, for something else to be built. Pluto is the underworld energy. Apparently, something has, come down. It may be decided, something needs to be burned out of my existence. Something needs to go away. With the calcification, you can have a burning desire to start something new, especially with the lightning card. It just makes me feel like something has gone on for a very long time, and now it's time for some sort of new manifestation. The androgen is saying that this is a creative project of some sort, can bring people together. Maybe they're opposites here. We have the blue rose, which is, it is signifying like this new spiritual experience here and this new creation that has no name, that has no label as of right yet. This is to be created from the energy of going through Pluto. Pluto is when we could be in a dark period. I almost feel, though, looking at the calcification card, that this is more of a you're transitioning through Pluto and things are being burnt off maybe as we speak or as you're getting this message. So maybe these are going to line up with your days. No, let's see. I'm going to use Urban Tarot for your 2 cards, and then the 108 deck also I'll use for your 2 cards. Yeah. And guys, if you need a private reading, if you want something more tailored to your energy, all you have to do is copy and paste the links from the links provided in the description box below. I'm seeing good things. I'm seeing good things for you. And it's interesting. Before this reading, Tupac came on, and I'm listening to that. There's that song, How Do You Want It? How do you want it? How do you feel? That I can't get out of my head. I think it's next Friday, where the guy is dancing to that song. I can't get that saying. It makes me laugh. So there's this energy of when I listen to Tupac, I get that creative vibe. Lots of energy, lots of energy, I love it when I want to get motivated or exercise or something like that. So that's interesting. That's coming out. Day 1, we'll do 2 cards for each. Need to can't shuffle today. Day 3. Bottom of the deck is the sun. Yeah. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. It's all right. The song's about letting you know that it's all going to be all right. It's all right. Because here comes the sun. The sun is happiness. It's a new experience. It may have to do with what is to be created here. It's also can bring in energy of burning passion, desire, something that you're wanting to create. From that energy, I would say that could be information too coming in. Bottom of this deck is the symphony, because it's all coming together in the right way. It's all coming together in a perfect way for you. So harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, organize, structure, contribute, team, collaborate, precise, lead, follow. Whoa, talk about creation. As you're watching this, oh, this is so interesting. I have the Empress and I have the Six of Cups. Wow. Major, you're creating with this energy, and it's going to be successful. It is going to be successful. As to what Pluto is doing now, this is also, by the way, is a very strong soul connection. It can be from a past life, it could be from a future life, but whatever it is, there's a tether or a tie that you have to another soul, or maybe many souls, for your mission here, for what you're doing, for your creative projects, for example. The Empress births things to life, and it's going to be through the help and assistance also of these other connections that are meant. And you'll have a remembrance. You will feel like they were destined, and it was probably planned. Pluto, though, has to deal with this card right here, I feel like. And maybe a little bit of the lightning card, which suggests that something has gone on to the extent that it can go on, and then something needs to be changed. Something old needs to go. So with the old card, it says weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, old habits die hard, enduring, good old days, family patterns, back in time, stuck in the past, nostalgia. Yeah. All right. So Empress, birthing something to life. Also like the main feminine archetype, like over all of the queens, right? And then I have this another indication that this is soulmate energy here. So flamingos, soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating, attraction, seduce, long-term potential, display of affection, charm, it factor. See, if it's a creative project too, or if this is more related to career for you, then it's somebody noticing that you have the it factor, right? You just have it. Or two of a kind, it says, and you're very alluring. So that is that day. Let's see what day 2 has for us. Oh, goodness. Okay, the Five of Cups, which is probably, well, it has to do with what we're cutting out or letting go of in our life. The Queen of Swords sometimes has to use the sword, right? She has to set boundaries with people. And if they don't listen to her words, then she'll take some sort of action to move in the direction that is away from these people or these past disappointments. You could be really in your head regarding the past emotions or the things that didn't work out. It says disappointment, but it can even represent being in your head trying to find clarity of thought after having to go through a mourning period of maybe actually mourning a person, if a loss. So it can represent that too. This clarity of thought here that was coming out again. This card represents you, the Queen of Swords. 13. So that's that Pluto energy, scorpionic transformation, change, ending and transitioning, transformation. Oh, I love the Sapphire card. The Sapphire says mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, kindness, life of the party, extroverted, motivate. You're precious, valued, you're holy, you have divine favor, and you are revered. And so to remember that's why it's coming up in your reading out of all of these cards, is so that you know that you do have divine favor, and what you say is really important here too, and how you communicate what you say with this Queen of Swords. So moving on to the map, it says exploration, find your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land, plan, prepare, chart a course, read the signs, figure it out, directions, and a new perspective. This Queen of Swords just happens to be the Painter card. So that's interesting too, because I can see a person putting their ideas, the way that their mind is working, as putting in, maybe being able to put an abstract idea onto a painting or onto a project, where it's like you're expressing way more than just the picture. You're expressing something that your mind has thought of, something brilliant is what I'm getting here, something that your spiritual insight is seeped into your creative projects. And so I love that. I love that. And here's your power, stepping into the power card, strength. Yeah, and the Queen of Discs. Something looks really good. You being on the receiving end here with something financial, for sure. It says the matriarch. Similar energy to the Empress, I'm going to say. Clarity of thought, and so receiving information, ideas through thought, but also receiving the prosperity that you need, taking care of others too are in the picture here. That's possible. But this is the person who's grounded, they're stable, they're secure, especially in their finances and what they're receiving. So needing to have confidence that this could be you or is you, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the person that can kind of, they have the ability to do it all on their own if they need to. So I have good communication coming in. Oh, wow. And the book burning card. So there's definitely, there is something that we are getting to a point with the book burning that it's like, all right, done with this last chapter, now on to, looks like, a lot of success. So the book burning, I do want to read everything though, so that you hear what it says on the card. Censorship, silencing, control, discord, canceled, persecute, suffocate, destroyed heritage, limiting freedom, constraint, rewrite history, mind games, changing the narrative. But that's what we're putting that's why we're setting ablaze this last chapter. There was something off anyway about how it was maybe being told or retold. So we're telling ourselves we're done with that chapter with this card. Seems like it is associated too with some sort of communication that you'll be receiving with the telephone card. And maybe this is something that also is communication that will come in and boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, and something that you have been trying to create that will also create and generate wealth for yourself. So it's tied to that, I think. So connection, communication, conversation, getting through the two-way street, reaching out, vocal, loud and clear, a notification, throat chakra, inner voice, and rings a bell. Okay, let's see here. I do have some time to clarify these. So let's see what is Pluto and calcification and the old card talking about here. What is Pluto, the old car, and calcification talking about? You having strength and confidence to do this, to end what needs to end, so that the beginning of a beautiful, loving, emotionally fulfilling journey can be begun or can start. So you have strength twice. You have a lot of power at this time. And you do have a new, fresh new start here with the Page of Cups. This can come to you as a notification or communication that comes through. Since there's so many, flamingos and soulmates here, this can be communication coming from somebody who's a secret admirer, somebody that has a crush on you, somebody that wants to start something new. I wouldn't pull it unless it's something that would be beneficial for you. So even if it's the Five of Cups, then it's beneficial to work through the tough emotions. Meaning, I think that this would be something that you would want. It's like an Emperor energy is attached to it. That's a big boss or a person of really great influence. They've done well for themselves. Wow, the Tower. Yeah, talk about Pluto. I wasn't even clarifying anything, and that came out. It came out underneath the Five of Cups, but also on top of this mental force, this Sapphire. And there can be this energy of everything drastically changing around us. Could be the world that this card is talking about, is like that things are going on around us where there's stuff that is definitely like coming down in order to be built up new or different. I think it's talking about not to allow that as to be too much of a distraction to your mental clarity, or don't let the emotions of the big massive change get to you too much, because it is big change. I see it as being good for you, but let me see more about the Tower. The Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords. And both associated with the ocean here, it looks like, or a body of water. This Six of Swords does have another person. It typically does with the Six of Swords. Can actually be talking about getting away because of whatever situation that you are in, being too rough or having some bad experiences, tough times. Maybe it's financial strains, but whatever it is, gets to the mind space when you're talking about the swords and needing to move away from that into calmer waters. And this person is like, yeah, I'm defending myself and I have somebody on my side. Let's get in the boat and go. And it's paired with an unexpected offer or a cup coming to you from somebody else. They might be that somebody else in that boat. So this can actually talk about a real physical move for you here. The offer that you need in order to make a really big decision. It's not that you've been postponing. It's just that there's been this need for the right opportunity or offer to come to you. I get that. So tell me more about the Queen of Discs and the Strength card here. The Ace of Cups. They're just really wanting to tell you that you have, wow, and the Ace of Hazards, Judgment, and the Two of Wands. Watch out for temptation. It may actually be more about planning and strategy here in the material realm, especially if you're watching this saying, I'm trying to find a strategy where I make more money. You have two aces that showed up. So this one is about your finances and your stability, security, protection. This pathway will lead you onto that, and it has promise for long-term success. So does this Ace of Cups in the realm of making you feel emotionally fulfilled, love. And I think it's tied to this map card about where you're going next. And Spirit is like, we've got you with Judgment. It's time for areas of our life to become completely reborn and resurrected. Sometimes it's from the ashes and we rise like the phoenix. But the Judgment is like telling you, all you have to do is be that phoenix, and they're going to tell you every step of the way. They will guide you. So Spirit has a plan, and you're being woke up to that plan. They're here focused on helping you keep aligned with your higher self. They're helping you with the X marks the spot when it comes to what is your goal? Where do you see yourself going? And they're really wanting to help you get there by opening a few paths for you. And so part of this going on some different paths is going to be that, we may see some things coming down, and that's okay because it's lining you up for something much better. You have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. All would indicate to me that you have some sort of beautiful, loving new opportunity coming. This can be tied to career. This can be tied to love. It can be tied to you being in retirement but having some beautiful opportunity, maybe for travel, maybe for some. There's just something here that's like, oh, wow, I didn't see this coming. It's unexpected, and I'm going to love it. And you're going to love it, yeah. And I mean, Spirit is saying you're going to love it. This is orchestrated just perfectly for you. 222, you are so aligned. I'm telling you. You are so aligned right now. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Is what I would say. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Even if you're the one making the towers fall down, knowing that this is what you're being told to do, knowing that it's leading you, like, listen to that intuition, because I feel like you are, because I'm not even seeing any cards that suggest that Spirit is saying, hey, hint, listen to your intuition. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing clarity of thought. I'm seeing this sun energy within you, and there's like no confusion now about this is my plan of where I want to see myself. And you're getting there. The alignment and the balance is where it needs to be. Definitely maybe partnerships to different contracts coming in for you. So 222. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you're nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. I am balanced. And 1212, you're balanced within the magician energy. If you understand that, that's more than anything, because these two magicians appearing in 1212 are looking like the Two of Wands to me, and then being balanced and then creating. Truly, universe is your partner also, as being that other part, if you want to look at it as separate. But Not really, right? Okay, we'll just keep moving forward. 1212 says, stay focused on your best possible future. Your angels are with you. They're helping you turn your dreams into reality. And that's what I have for you, Libra. I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye.